wonder how long niggas will carry on and carry my carry-ons just so I can share my world and get my Mary on. Real fuck a clutch, these niggas want me to carry them. Worse than my bitches, they probably want me to marry them. Both fit for burial, but that'll relieve them. I'm knowing niggas sick on earth, I'd rather leave them. Cringe up when you hear my voice. Only speak to me cause you ain't really got no choice. And made paranoid cause it's so much at stake.
Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is the second sample shopping episode in this haul of fragrances from Decant Shop, and I need to continue to tell you guys to go to decantshop.com and get all of your fragrance samples there. Discontinued, niche, original formulations, designer, everything you could ever want fragrance related is there. And the best part, honestly, to me about Decant Shop is that you can trade in fragrances you're not using in your wardrobe and get either store credit or cash back. So that's just amazing. You can also get decanting supplies there, and you can use that coupon code. Again, it is MAX12, MAX12, and that will get you 12% off your entire order. If you want help me to suggest you some fragrances to get from Decant Shop, please feel free to email me or Adriana at info@decantshop.com or me at maxmno@gmail.com, and we both be more than happy to help you. So, as I said, we've got 4 fragrances for you guys to look at today, and the first one is a fragrance from a house that I don't know, I still really don't get. I just haven't found a scent from this house that I really enjoy. Black is pretty close, but this one is Comme de Garcons' most popular scent, and it's called Wonderwood. At least I think it's the most popular scent. Antoine Lay was the nose behind this one, and Wonderwood came out in 2010. Notes on it are vetiver, sandalwood, patchouli, Gaiac wood, Virginia cedar, oud, and cypress. And a 50 ml of Wonderwood will cost you around $103, and 100 ml about $131. Online, you can always get your Comme de Garcons fragrances from Lucky Scent. And if you're in New York City, you can go to, now some Sephoras actually have Comme de Garcons. So does Dover Street Market, Aids de Venustus, and Barney's. And in checking Wonderwood out, so I'm going to say I don't think this is a bad scent. I really don't, so I don't want to come across that way. But I also don't get the hoopla. To me, it's just a very dry, woody scent. And I feel we've recently looked at 2 that were pretty close to this one. Garcons, of course, by Phaedon, which is now called Olabam, and Tam Dao by Diptyque. So I think those are very similar, and perhaps better. I can see now the Antoine Lee collection to Pharrell's Girl, because this sort of reminds me of that. It's just that Girl has iris and pepper and a little bit of citrus. This primarily, to me, is a cedarwood scent, and not much more than that. I don't get the oud or cypress. What I pick up here is just cedar, a touch maybe of Gaiac and sandalwood, but I don't personally love this one, and I'd rather have Girl. I'd also rather have Tam Dao or Garcons. I just feel like they're more complete fragrances in my opinion. Next up, one from the House of Creed. This one is called Tabarome Miliseme. Now, this is not the vintage Tabarome that fetches huge dollars. This is the reformulation, and I have been so close to buying this fragrance probably 5 times. I would say this is probably my next Creed. The regular scents that I still need to get from the house are Bois de Portugal, Original Vetiver, Original Santal, Royal Water, and Neroli Sauvage. I own Green Irish Tweed, Royal Oud, Aventus, Miliseme Imperial, and Virgin Island Water. And I also do want Spice and Wood and Jardin d'Amalfi. And I think I also need to give their Aqua Originale line another look. Some people that I really trust have said it's better than I remember it, so I need to go back. I didn't have a great first experience, but give those another try. And you guys know the deal on Creed pricing. I think it's foolish to pay for a 4-ounce retail bottle of this, which will fetch $330 versus $150 you can get it for on FragranceNet or Amazon. I always say with Creed scents, do be careful and make sure that you know the sellers. or they're established, because there are a lot of fake creeds floating around. This version of Tabarome was released in 2000, and it was created by whatchamacallit, I'm sorry, Olivier Creed. And the notes on this are bergamot and tangerine at the top, ginger in the middle, and sandalwood, patchouli, ambergris, tobacco, and leather in the base. And I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if this is going to be my next creed right now. It's not, again, it's not bad. It's some citrus and ginger on top with a base of very light tobacco and ambergris. But the tobacco here is really restrained. You know, this in tobacco veneer spice bomb. This is very dry and faint. The tobacco is. It's definitely there, but it makes this, I guess, smell light and sophisticated, I would probably say. Unfortunately, Creed just hasn't nailed down the cold weather scents yet. You know, I think the best from them for that are Royal Oud and Spice and Wood, but they're pretty expensive for what they are. But again, Original Santal is pretty nice too. You know, I do want to get a cold weather Creed this winter. Haven't decided whether that will be this one. I think now, to be honest with you guys, I am leaning towards Original Santal more so. Next up, one from the house of Escada. This one is called Casual Friday. Now, I haven't found one yet from Escada that I like. I think Magnetism is overrated. We looked at Sentiment on sample shopping. I was not impressed by Sentiment. Casual Friday was discontinued. Pretty hard to find this one online. eBay does normally have bottles, but I've seen them go between $200 to $300. So this is a fragrance with a very loyal fan base. The Parfume, one of my favorites, Dominique Ropion, did this in 1999. And the notes are cedar, patchouli, cinnamon, aniseed, licorice, cotton flower, cardamom, cloves, amber, and vanilla. And guys, if you like licorice or anise like I do, oh my god, this is a good scent. I will definitely get this if I get a good price on it. It's woody, it's sweet, there's licorice and cinnamon, I get cloves. It's sort of like eau de bao with licorice. You know, Dominique Ropion is a real favorite of mine. He nailed this. This is a great holiday scent. I really wish Escada didn't discontinue this one. I really recommend guys getting a sample of Casual Friday. You know, Ropion has done 4 of my favorite fragrances. He did L'Homme for YSL and La Nuit Dome. He did Geranium Pour Monsieur and Vetiver Extraordinaire for Frederic Malle. And, you know, for me, it's hard for him to do wrong. I think he's a great perfumer, and I think they really nailed Casual Friday. And I don't understand why Casual Friday was discontinued. That's just me, though. We're finishing this week off with a scent from the house of, believe it or not, Calvin Klein. This is called Dark Obsession Men. I have one fragrance from this house, CK1 Shock, and I plan on buying Obsession, Eternity, Escape. I plan on getting that 90s trio. I just haven't gotten around to purchasing them yet. Prices for Obsession Dark online are very, very reasonable. Shop around. You're probably going to pay between $40 and $90 for this. This is the first Calvin Klein fragrance talked about on sample shopping, and I haven't reviewed any of their fragrances yet. Maybe next year I'll get around to one of them. This was a 2013 release with notes of Brazilian green mandarin, guarana, and absinthe at the top. In the middle, clary sage, fir, Basel, and white vetiver, and the base is Madagascar, vanilla, labdanum, and suede. And for me, I don't dig this. I think it's really boring. You know, when you think of what Calvin Klein had, how they had the fragrance world in their hands in the 90s with Escape, Eternity, CK1, and Obsession, it's sad the way they've gone, I think, and how they fucked it up. I think what they should have done, and I've thought this for a long time, in the 2000s, they should have released Absolute or EDP versions of all of those fragrances. I think that would have been a real hit, and sell them only in boutiques. instead of boring flanker after boring flanker and a CK one summer and a CK just shoot me in the fucking head. This one is a little woody, it's a little spicy, it's a little sweet, but just get the regular obsession. This is a badly done flanker that has nothing more to me than a money grab. Not well done. Pretty poor performance. Waste, guys. This one's a waste. So if I was ranking these, yeah, Casuals Friday, far and away number 1. I would say Tabarome number 3. Tabarome number 2, Wonderwood 3, and Dark Obsession 4. So I always like to also say whether I'm planning on buying or what I'm doing with these. Casual Friday, I'll buy if I can get a good price, not at what I've seen it. Tabarome, I will probably eventually buy. Wonderwood, I'm probably going to pass on. It just doesn't do enough for me. And CK Dark, I'm going to never smell again. I don't think. I think I'm done with CK Dark Obsession. That no way. So that's that. This next week, guys, we're going to be looking at another 4 fragrances. One from the house of Hugo Boss, one from the house of Penhaligon's, one from the house of Tom Ford, and one from the house of Rokas. So a lot of great stuff for you guys. You know what it is, but guys, you got to do me a solid. You got to support that website. I need you to go to decanshop.com and use your coupon code. Both of us, Adrian and myself, really appreciate it. So please go to decanshop.com and use that coupon code and get all your samples there. If you want to give anything back to me for doing all of these videos, just do that. Do me that solid and use that coupon code. I'll see you all again next week with 3 videos. You already know what it is.
When it was 20 below, that's how I know who to trust. That's how I know for who to bust. The truest man in your clan can turn from crew to clutch. Who the fuck says that colored matter? Your own brother blacker than black and leave you in the gutter splattered. It's automatic, not with all the static.